It's so much more green than I thought it would be. That's a little embarrassing. It almost looks like cookies and cream. That's kind of scary, but okay. Hi guys, welcome to Emmarie Lane, where my goal is to find you the best beauty products for the best prices. And today we're going to be doing a dupe battle against a very, very expensive product, Dr. Jart Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment, the thing that went crazy on TikTok for a minute, versus not one, but two supposed dupes. First up, we got the L'Oreal Magic BB Cream. Then we got the Pixi C+ Brightening Protector. I did a lot of research and it seems like these two were the ones that everyone was like, these are the best, or maybe even better than the Dr. Jart, but they're a lot less expensive. And if you think I have the full size, absolutely not. I got this because I finally earned enough points on Sephora's website, and I'm gonna use this as my advantage because I didn't pay for this. I'm gonna see, like, is it really that worth it? So I'm gonna be dividing my face in thirds. Not evenly though. On my right side completely, I'm going to be doing the Dr. Jart, and then on my left side, I'm going to be dividing my face in half like this way. On the top half of my left side, we'll do the L'Oreal, and on the bottom half, we will do the Pixi formula. I get oily on my chin, my nose, and my forehead, so if there's any oily issues, we will know. Zoomed in. So a lot of people, I guess, apply this wrong, so I'm gonna make sure I apply it to the best of my abilities. Oh, it's thinner than I thought it would be. So you're supposed to warm it up in your hands first and see the green. It's so much more green than I thought it would be. Okay, that's scary. It smells like basil. I feel like no one told me that. So according to Sephora's website, this skin correcting cream provides SPF 30 protection from the UV light. It forms a dust barrier to protect the skin from environment. Okay, it's starting to do something. It improves moisture levels and restores the look of fatigued looking skin. Obviously it goes from green to beige to minimize the look of redness and even out the skin tone. And it is $52 at Sephora for the full size. You can get a mini size for $20 though. Okay, it's definitely more yellow undertone, which is fine, like, but it feels nice. It doesn't really feel like there's anything on my skin, and it did a decent job getting rid of redness. There's still some kind of poking through. The big areas, like where my cheeks are red, you can see that that's not noticeable, so that's awesome. Let me wash my hands to make sure this is all off. Let's go in with the Pixi next. We'll go most expensive, medium price, and then cheap. Let's see if there are any directions at all. It just says use solo or under makeup. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it's just white, but then it almost looks like cookies and cream. It has like little like dark gray specks in it. Oh, it is white. Okay, and then according to Ulta's website, this is a vitamin C infused tone corrector formulated to blur and add instant illumination for a youthful looking glow. Corrects and evens out skin tones, blurs imperfections, brightens skin for a radiant glow, paraben free, suitable for all skin types. I've lost my ability to read apparently. And this one is more expensive. It is $18. But it's on sale at Walmart a lot. I think I got this for like $6. So if this turns out to be the better of the two dupes, maybe just keep an eye on Walmart and you might be able to get it for a lot cheaper. I look insane. So I feel like it did a decent job covering up redness. You can see compared to this side there, the redness is showing just a little bit more, but it's not awful or anything like that. I didn't have a hard time blending it out. I still have a little bit of acne poking through, but I do on the Tiger Grass side too. So it does have more of a glow. Then the Tiger Grass side, you can see there's like, ooh, this side, it's more of like a natural, and this is more of like a pearlescent. Feels lightweight, just like the Tiger Grass side. So again, washing my hands. Now for the cheapest side. It is, oh, it's even more liquidy than the Dr. Jart. It also has that kind of like gray speckled look that the Pixi one had. Does the Dr. Jart have that? And I just wasn't paying attention? Yeah, it has a little bit of gray speckles and I just wasn't paying attention because I was so focused on the green. This is definitely more bright green. Is there any type of directions? Nope. We're roughing it into our hands. Oh, it's already changing colors. Okay, cool. Ooh, that's a little dark. So it changes really fast. And like, you can see the color. I look insane. Definitely the darkest out of the bunch. Okay, and then according to Amazon, discover the multitasking anti-redness BB cream. This L'Oreal Magic BB cream is formulated with beautifying beads. Oh, it has beads like the Dr. Jart. Oh, cool. Color transforming pigments that counteract redness. This lotion delivers 4 beautifying actions. 1, it neutralizes the look of redness, corrects skin color for a healthy looking complexion, hydrates all day, and hides imperfections. And it's a universal shade. I don't know why it says wash hands immediately after use. That's kind of scary, but okay. And it retails for $7.99. Oh, look at that. I just noticed the mascara all over my lid. It was hiding in my crease. That's a little embarrassing. I'll take care of that later. Just ignore that. Okay, now I really got 3 shades on my face. I don't know if the L'Oreal one would be as noticeable with how dark it is because it's up against like 2 other lighter shades. It's gonna look even darker. It actually did a really good job covering up redness. Like I have a lot of redness on my nose and that's like gone. It's still showing like some freckles and stuff. It's more of the finish of the Dr. Jart side. It's a lot more like satiny, natural. I think all 3 look great. I like all of them so far. I'm gonna put the rest of my makeup on. I'm gonna do things really, really natural. I'm just gonna do some blush. I'll be right back. It is currently 2:14. I am getting such a late start, but we went on a last minute planned hike and so I didn't have a lot of time this morning. It was super fun, it was worth it, but I am still gonna do about a 12-hour wear test, which means I'll be up until 2. It's fine, it's Saturday. I have no primer on underneath this. I put no powder on top of this, no setting spray. These formulas are on their own. I wanted to mention one thing. Normally I hate, and I mean hate, using my fingers to blend out any type of BB cream, CC cream, foundation. I need a sponge, I need a brush, I need something. All 3 of these, I loved it. They all looked so good. I feel like anytime I use my fingers, things just like smear in a weird way. This did not happen with any of them. Anyway, now I'm gonna go about my day. I'm gonna do a check-in halfway through the 12 hours to see what it looks like in natural lighting outside. Normally that's a telltale sign of with how things are going is when you get into the natural light and it's like, it doesn't look like amazing, you're just like barely hanging on. I will see you in just a second. Okay, it is 7:30, so a little bit less than 6 hours, but it's okay, we're good. Got a few things to say. 1, about 2 hours in, maybe 3 hours, I don't say 3. Everything started kind of feeling like it was sitting on top of the skin instead of like melting into it, and it felt like I needed something else on top of it or underneath it. So like a primer, setting spray, setting powder, something. It like wasn't doing best on its own, at least that's how it felt. I'm pretty shiny on this side. This side for either of them, really not as much. Oh, it looks really bad in the sunlight. You can really tell the difference between the 2 shades. Like there's some shine, but I feel like this side is a lot worse, which kind of surprises me. Besides those 2 things, everything else feels good. Feels fine, looks fine. It's not settling into weird lines or spots or anything like that. So if that's the only issue, you could prep with a mattifying primer, powder, setting spray, something, and then I don't think that would be a problem at all. But just on its own real fast, I don't know if I absolutely love this for $50. These seem to be holding out a little bit better. Okay, it's currently 1:53, so almost exactly 12 hours. I have my hair mask in my hair because I was getting impatient and tired. Let's talk about what my face looks like. Do you see the amount of shine that's like right here? Like, yes, it's shiny right here, but this is like a mess. What amazes me is nothing has moved. Everything is still in place on every single section. It's just different amounts of oiliness. The $52 side is the most oily, and the, what is it, $7? The L'Oreal is probably the least. This one, the Pixi, I think honestly isn't that much considering it started out shiny where the rest of the other 2 started out like satin. I would say the only thing I really notice is on this little zit right here. It's showing through just a little bit more, just a little bit. There are like negatives and positives to all of these. I mean, obviously the amount of oiliness that I have on my skin and the price point is definitely a negative. This one, I'm not exactly sure why it's so much darker. I don't know how that will translate on other people's skin tones. It's not so dark that I won't use it. It's just a lot darker than the other 2. And this one, I don't necessarily love for the summer because it starts out dewy or like with a more of like a pearl finish versus the other 2. This one has a lot of good ingredients and has SPF in it. This one holds up the best and is the least oily and the most comfortable. This one also has good ingredients, and even though it doesn't start out satin or matte, it doesn't necessarily get a lot more oily. I think the one that's probably the most like a dupe for the Dr. Jart is the L'Oreal one. If you're interested in seeing a 12-hour wear test with and without primer for the new L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Serum, you can click right here. I'll link everything I talked about in the description box below. Some of those are affiliate links, so I will get a small percentage of the profits if you use my link to buy the product, but it will not affect you in any way. I love you guys so much, and don't ever forget that you are enough. Bye!